That is a poisonous relationship. Clutch your seats, people, since this superstar adventure is more out of control than an exciting ride. Imagine a scenario where I let you know the homegrown ecstasy of Shirley Strawberry was only a distraction for dread and misuse. Are you prepared to jump into an account of misleading trepidation and freedom that has been concealed under the style and glitz of VIP life? We should let the cat out of the bag on this stunning adventure. $1 million misrepresentation conspire. At a ton of casualties. This all occurred through a supposed development and training business, a piece of it run via virtual entertainment. Hey everybody, I'm Leah. And today we discuss a story of duplicity, dread, and freedom. Yes, the narrative of radio symbol Shirley Strawberry, who got through a difficulty few could envision in their most dreaded fears. Recall that erased web-based entertainment video a long time back where she uncovered the homegrown maltreatment she endured because of her significant other. Well, there's much more going on. I'll strip back the layers of this story, uncovering how Shirley knew her better half Ernesto was cheating, yet was excessively panicked to make a difference with it to 57-year-old Ernest and 46-year-old Eric, purportedly guaranteed a superior life. For a purpose overall, we should get everything rolling. Reports from within ring distinctly Shirley knew about Ernesto's treachery, yet was detained by a circle of dread, unfit to break her chains or voice her torture. Yet the tide has now changed. The new capture of Ernesto has torn away the cloak from his wrongdoings. Lastly, Shirley ends up liberated from his grasp. And now you realize certain individuals say deservedly so on the grounds that he tricked. He had a delightful family, and he cheated and lost his family. How about we streak back to certain a long time back? Shirley Strawberry, a lady lauded for her perseverance and strength, shared a genuine video on her web-based entertainment stages. In the video, she uncovered her deepest feelings, divulging the brutal truth of her homegrown maltreatment, adventure graciousness of her companion. Yet in a peculiar curve, the video evaporated as fast as it had seemed, starting inquiries regarding the conditions that prompted its expulsion and the potential strain unquestionably could have experienced too. He's viewed as perilous inside scoops. Uncover that Shirley knew about Ernesto's double-crossing departure helps, yet she picked quiet the explanation. Envision a daily existence full of consistent trepidation, stepping on eggshells, frightened to request a separation or uncover Ernesto's disloyalty, all on the grounds that the man was similar to a ticking bomb. Presently, here's the contort. Ernesto's new imprisonment showed up as a much-needed refresher for Shirley insiders. Buzz that Shirley's help-out analysts prepared to bring Ernesto down for his deeds. One close source expressed Shirley is more helpful than any time in recent memory. She needs to consider Ernesto responsible. This capture may very well steer the result in support of Shirley. Bits of gossip are afloat that Ernesto could be hit with a large number of extra charges, all on account of Shirley's assertions. It appears to be that Shirley's reversing the situation, turning into a torchbearer of equity, guaranteeing that Ernesto puts in his time. Recollect the video I referenced. It vanished without leaving a follow. Many hypothesize that this isn't simply an occurrence, yet a sign of something more vile, maybe control or obstruction. The eradication of the video stresses the intricacies of Shirley's circumstance and the snags she probably looked while uncovering the maltreatment. Some of the time when your companions or individuals you love are going through it, and they begin talking, some of the time they simply maintain that you should listen. They don't believe Shirley's wavering should look for help. Underlines the fear that Ernesto imparted in her. It's a window into the existence of a maltreatment casualty, trapped in a pattern of control, battling to find a getaway course. In addition, Shirley's coordinated effort with policing her steely purpose to serve equity, she won't not set in stone to guarantee no other person turns into a survivor of Ernesto. Unveiled. One more insider at the situation starts to get interesting. With Shirley's assistance, Ernesto could be gazing intently at an avalanche of new charges. The higher Ernesto's stakes, the more grounded the body of evidence against him. And this politeness of Shirley, prepared to stir up the shoot under Ernesto, guaranteeing he pays for each and every one of his activities. Yet how did this embarrassment, that truly shook the whole media outlet, start in any case in an unusual instance of rental extortion? Two deceivers were found partying hard in a spot that wasn't theirs by right meet Ernesto Williams and Erica Lord, a couple of fraudsters who had a skill for composing makes. Sure that wouldn't clear, they went overboard on redoing the spot, paying with reserves that never existed in any case, yet their karma in the end ran out. And the law mediated serving them a removal notice and a finish to their hoax. I would likewise demand that there be a lower leg screen put on Mr. Williams, as well as they have no web access by any means, and no contact with any cash. Shirley Strawberry, Ernesto's better half, was residing at 980 Pinewood Street, a property recorded, and afterward removed the market, demonstrating a rough day-to-day environment. Curiously, Ernesto wasn't residing with Shirley. He had his digs nearby, dwelling in a stylish chateau with Erica Ruler. Had at first remembered to be Ernesto's innocuous companion Erica, ended up being his courtesan and sidekick police. Say their examination initially began at this home on Pinewood Street months prior. Specialists say after Williams and Ruler hadn't paid lease for some time, investigator began investigating their finding. The case became known when lease installments went neglected, igniting an examination concerning their monetary dealings. This was the second the Roswell police began disentangling the snare of misdirection. Strangely, Erica's name wasn't recorded in the ousting report, causing a commotion about her job in the plan. Ernesto rushes to deny any deceitful action, expressing Ernesto hasn't been associated with anything legal advisor related at this point. Erica ventured into the job of a stopgap lawyer to help Ernesto, driving her straight into her own lawful entrapments. To additional the plot, Erica changed to the name Erica Rothschild, perhaps to evade doubt. In spite of this, her jokes, including acting like Ernesto's lawyer during a jail visit, prompted her openness falsehood. And there would have been various forthcoming warrants coming for this situation. I accept Roswell. Let us know today when we check for an update. Ernesto and Erica's unscrew remarkable activity driven them straight the town hall. Ernesto was hit with charges of lawful offense, connivance, burglary by trickery, administration's robbery, and bobbing checks. Chillingly, a pursuit of Ernesto's PC revealed pictures and recordings, including diggers adding weight to his charges. Before the 13th, there will be around 15 or more warrants coming his course. Serious crimes with respect to Erica. Her rap, she included serious offenses like bothered character misrepresentation, falsification, and unapproved regulation practice. It was an instance of a speedy drive around, finishing in an accident land into the unforgiving real factors of the law. So here's what Erica was opened the snare at first right. She gets temporarily free from jail, yet by July 23, 2022, she's back in prison. Kindness of 3 warrants for burglary, criminal intruding, and being a Florida criminal. And Ernesto, he has his own difficult situation. He had plans to meet his darling in Florida. Now this doesn't add another win to the story. It shows he and Erica were something beyond sidekicks. Believe this individual to be a flight hazard. We have prison calls where he's looking at going to see his sweetheart in Florida. Because of their common contribution in the misrepresentation case, the specialists slapped a no-contact rule between them. This move highlights the heaviness of their legitimate circumstance. And here's another detail. Erica has a spot in Florida that may not be anything, or it could indicate to it more obscure business down south. Ernest wasn't off the radar. Either the man had future warrants looming over his head like a guillotine sharp edge. Then, at that point, there's a disclosure from Fulton District Records, dated May 5, 2022, that Ernest had a reserve of unlawful guns, a Glock, and a cut-off shotgun with a silencer. Torments a really risky picture, doesn't it? This person had a rap sheet and was legitimately restricted from having an enrolled weapon, which projects a focus on why Shirley was residing in steady apprehension. basically positioned themselves as specialists in the fields of business development improvement training, things of that name, which began with the police looking around about some neglected lease, exploded into a $1 million extortion plot. Ernesto and Erica were baiting financial specialists with a commitment of business mastery, brand development, and more. In the wake of trading out, they disappear, leaving the business visionaries stranded, and everything came tumbling down due to a lease charge that didn't get compensated, to demand increasingly more installment, promising that those administrations and merchandise would be subsequently given, yet never following through with those issues. In the meantime, Shirley was caught in the focal point of this typhoon of dread. She was Ernesto's practical objective. A mannequin on his string recorded episodes of Ernesto's sporadic conduct, approved her feelings of trepidation, and caused her enormous misery. It's no big surprise she spilled her feelings of trepidation to dear companions. Ernesto's capture, however, was a defining moment. It resembled a beam of expectation for Shirley, an opportunity to break the chains and look for recompense. She currently has the ability to retaliate, to assist the law with cutting Ernesto down her participation assurance, and the data she can give will be instrumental in fixing the noose around Ernesto's neck. With her on the forefront, Ernesto must respond for his deeds, carrying conclusion to Shirley and every other person who succumbed to his plans. So what's the jabber in the group? You request what's the beat from individuals watching this unfurl. We should plunge into it. First up, there's a remark I saw on YouTube. The client says, I haven't seen anybody fault Ernesto or make him exclusively responsible for his activities. Everybody is accusing Shirley and Steve. One more remark hit home. Somebody brought up Shirley.